All right, we're back with more packages from eBay of football cards that I've bought and plan to flip, potentially heading into the season, maybe training camp preseason, throughout the season. But I'll share with you my intel around why I bought this player, which is based in advanced fantasy football analytics. Then we're also going to look at the card, the condition. I think we got some pretty rare cards in here, and talk about my plans for the card as well. So let's dig in. All right, first football card package here from eBay. Now, if you're new here and you like fantasy football, you like sports betting, and you want to learn how to take that knowledge and apply it to football cards, because there's thousands of different nuances in sports cards, then you definitely want to subscribe to this channel and stay tuned. My name is Andy. Let's see what we got in this first package right here. Now, if you have seen some of the recent live streams and videos, we've seen a lot of growth lately. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. I have been talking about Kenneth Gainwell as really my favorite running back on what is the best offensive line in the NFL right now in the Philadelphia Eagles. We also know they're a Super Bowl team. I do not think they're going to experience much of a hangover at all with how good their weapons are. Jalen Hurts is a natural leader, and he is so good. He is a Konami code. He can rush and he can pass. Kenneth Gainwell is reliable. He's got a great consistency record. He was a dominant rusher and receiver at Memphis, putting up a 1,500-yard season. So I expect him to get even more work this year, as they got DeAndre Swift for free, a conditional 4th-round pick, and you got Rashad Penny for free, who's on a bare minimum, bare bones contract. So, and he may not even be healthy. Neither one of those guys have ever played an entire season. It's very hard to project them to play more. And check out this Immaculate 09 out of 25 that I picked up off of eBay in an auction. Super chunky card, if you could check that right here. So these cards you have to handle very carefully with the penny sleeve and top loaders and whatnot. I purchased this card in an auction for $20.50. Immaculate is a premium brand in the hobby. It's up there with National Treasures and Flawless. And we may only have one color in the top patch, but you got some incredible stitching. 3 colors in the second patch. Plus you got an 09 out of 25 and an on-card rookie auto. And the card is in very good condition. I will say there's a tiny little nick on the right in the middle of that ring light right there on that bottom right corner. But I don't plan to get this graded. I just plan to dress this up in a one-touch and go ahead and flip it raw heading into the season, or at some point during the season or heading into the playoffs. Kenneth Gainwell is going to be clutch for the Eagles. His value is definitely going to go up, especially when you consider the scarcity and the price point I got this card for. $27 out the door. Let's freaking go. All right, next package here. Nice thick cardboard envelope. Feels like it's got some bubble wrap in it too. Definitely. Got this thing well protected here with some blueberry Wheatfuls. I'm glad our seller here is getting his Wheaties in. Got duct tape on the cardboard. As long as duct tape is not on the top loader, I'll be okay. Or at least not covering the top loader. I mean, a little bit. We'll give him a pass. Yeah, we can give him a pass because this top loader is actually going to be reusable, and I freaking love this card. We have a yellow refractor. You can't call it a prism whenever it is from a Topps product. Bowman University, Bowman U, with the first at the top right, is a Topps product now owned by Fanatics. So let's take this one out very carefully. This is a pretty rare card here. Jahmyr Gibbs, the number 12 overall draft pick from this year's draft, going to the Detroit Lions with a top 5 offensive line. Now, some people may be a little concerned that David Montgomery is going to eat into Jahmyr Gibbs' potential ceiling, and where that is true. But Jahmyr Gibbs is so versatile. He's so electric, and they spent such a high draft pick on him. He is going to be used a lot. They're speaking very highly of him, from Brad Holmes to Dan Campbell. Jahmyr Gibbs was an incredible athlete in college. He's actually the #1 trending player right now on Player Profiler because he did run a 4.36 40-yard dash. That's a 99th percentile 40-yard dash score, 91st percentile height-adjusted speed score. He is 5'9", 199, but incredible receiver. Plus, you have that 926 rushing yards that he put up on 151 rush attempts in 2022 at Alabama. And he goes in just such a smash spot with that elite offensive line and an immobile quarterback in Jared Goff, who loves to dump it off if he gets under pressure. So 29 out of 75. Beautiful yellow refractor Bowman first rookie auto here. That, once again, goes back to the price point in which I picked it up at. $38 out the door, or $38 in an auction, a total of $45 with the shipping. When you compare this same scarcity for Bijan Robinson is going to be roughly a $200 card. I mean, there is an insane difference, maybe more, maybe $200 to $300. And I know there's new products coming out for 2023, so it's a definite flip for me, but I feel very confident being able to flip this in training camp preseason heading into the season. Now, if you're enjoying this content, make sure you hit that like button, but also if you want to unlock the entire football card experience, including weekly written auction sniper articles where I dig into one player plus present a ton of their listings in a written format, then with reasoning on why they're undervalued and why you should target them at which price points. And then also Discord access, where you have 24/7 chat with like 20 different channels with the football card hobby's brightest flippers and investors and collectors. And then also we're doing giveaways. We're doing patron hosted fantasy leagues. We do group submissions at cost. We do hobby box breaks at cost. We've got so much going on over there, including a graded football card prices web app that tracks all the graded football card sales through eBay, including data analysis, sold volumes, percentage change in prices, and a spot for you to store your collection and track it and see how much it's going up or down. Check it out, guys. Description below, patreon.com/footballcards. Now back to the action. All right, here we have a PWE, or plain white envelope. I did recently order a couple personal collection items, so I'm interested to see what we've got in here. Nope, this is another deep cut sleeper. Guys, getting sleepers like this, Ty Chandler, and I know Dwayne McBride, drafted by the Minnesota Vikings. People are definitely interested in him. Some analysts do think that he can beat out Ty Chandler for that secondary role next to Alexander Madison on the Minnesota Vikings, which should be a very high-octane offense, fast-paced, a lot of red zone opportunities. You have a 2022 Optic red prism here, 5 out of 75, but Ty Chandler checks a lot of boxes. He may be a deeper cut guy from the draft last year, but the guy's incredibly fast, man. When you have a 4.4 speed and a height-adjusted speed score in the 93rd percentile at 5'11", 204, I definitely want to throw some flyers on this guy. I definitely want to play some bets that he could emerge from total obscurity on that high-octane Vikings offense and make some smash plays. He's also got some nice penmanship. And this is just an Optic red prism with the purple little design call-outs or punch-outs, whatever you want to call them. And it's also 05 out of 75. Some nice scarcity here. And I got this for $15, $17 out the door because of the PWE. So just leaving me with a ton of upside if he can have some spike games, have a little breakout this year. Very speculative play, but he definitely checks those speed boxes at running back position. So I'm interested. All right, now make sure you guys leave me a comment and let me know what you're seeing in the market right now. Should you pay up for known commodities, or should you be paying down and speculating on these more deep cut guys, as we're just a couple weeks out from two-a-days and we're getting very close to preseason and the regular season? Things are seriously heating up. Make sure you let me know in the comment section below. I want to hear from you. Now it looks like we got a nice thick cardboard PWE here. Hey, another Ty Chandler, this time with the fire emojis. Yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys. Yes or no, why or in on the fire emojis on the rocket ships. They've also got the 100s, they've got the stars. I feel like the stars are not very popular because of, unless it's on a Dallas Cowboys player. But if you're looking at all the other teams, especially if you got guys that are in the NFC East, and you don't necessarily want those little star emojis on the outside of your card. Now, the fire emojis could be applicable to any player on any team. We know it's a very popular emoji to describe something that is hot, something that is doing well, something that is great. Little stragglers there on top. I like it because you got the silver hollow finish. I do like the little flame emojis, man. I think that's pretty sick. And I got this one for $2.25. Now, some of these emoji cards are advertised as case hits. What I will tell you is that I did not see very many pulled out of the dozens and dozens of blaster boxes I watched ripped open of this product. So they are not common. I don't know if they're a true case hit, but I would definitely estimate the print run of under 150 type of range. They are not common at all. Fire emoji ones are quite rare. So to pick this up for $2.25, I was very happy. I'm about to dig into some new listens after this. Let's see what we got here. Nice bubble mailer. I think this might be a little slabby, little entry level slabby. Another Mac Jones. Yep, still looking to make a couple plays. I got this on Mac. I think it's very realistic they don't sign DeAndre Hopkins. Like, that news doesn't get released until the end of training camp. How'd you go in there, right? I'm still very confident. I feel very bullish. Ultimately, that's where DeAndre Hopkins is going to land, because they'll be able to give him the money he wants while also some resemblance of a contention. Even though he wants to go to the Bills, he wants to go to the Chiefs, he wants to go to the Browns, he wants to play with a great quarterback, he also wants that bag of money. So I do ultimately think the Patriots are a blend of that for him, and he gets to go, Bill O'Brien, there's rapport there. He had some of the best seasons of his career. There are some good numbers around Mac Jones, like Mac Jones' rookie year. First of all, going back to his senior year out of Alabama, when he first got his real first start there, he threw for 4,500 yards. And then he comes to the NFL, first round from New England. He then starts over Cam Newton. As Cam Newton's on his way out, he took over that job at the beginning of the season. And then he also had some really impressive efficiency numbers, accuracy. The guy excelled as a rookie and just overall in general as a quarterback. He's obviously not very mobile. He's got more of a pocket passer, but he's got serious potential. And Bill O'Brien can definitely ignite that offense to the next level. They bring in DeAndre Hopkins. That's going to be a big boost to Mac Jones' values. I'm not saying that Bill O'Brien's going to get the full 2011 like 5,300 Tom Brady, passing yard season out of Mac Jones that he did in 2011, but I think it can be very good. So, and in the instant news of DeAndre Hopkins signing there, I think it gives you that bonus. And so, I just real quick, I'll give you guys. Base downers current has an current average of 31.72. The 52-week high though is somewhere around $150. And it's important to just go and compare it to the draft class. So we're not saying that he can get to Trevor Lawrence. That's going to be crazy. He also has the highest population on his base donruss, being Mac Jones. But look at Justin Fields. His average is $43 on this card. I think he also has upside. And so you've got some profit right there. And then you look at Trevor Lawrence. And his is at $75 trend right now, up 15% over the previous average. So Trevor Lawrence doing very good. And you could look at this card for Jalen Hurts, like going to the 2020 class, and Jalen Hurts and Justin Herbert. It's closer. It's around that same Trevor Lawrence, between 75 and 100 type of range. So there's definitely potential for Mac to go from where I bought this at $32.99. This fair market price. We'll see. I could definitely easily double my money on this card, so that's why I bought it. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hit me up in the comment section below. Peace.